All right, so here's myself, Tony Mitra, and that's Robin Wesman. Once again, two old fools talking about glyphosate in Canada and all that. Anyway,
I'm a younger fool.
yeah. So
Not so old.
let him say what he aims to do. Go ahead.
Well, anyhow, it's not what I aim to do. It's what Tony and I have discussed and what I thought would be a good idea to tackle this problem of glyphosate in our food, in our bodies, in our society. One of the things that I've been thinking about and talking to several people about is creating a platform, and a platform of education and testing for this substance. And the goals would be to educate and then to show how it is bioaccumulating in the human body. So what Tony and I have been talking about is how this could be done. And he believes and thinks that the government should provide the testing for this in our body, and the government should have the labs available to do the testing. And so that's pretty much what we've been talking about. The question becomes, how do we galvanize people to be, number one, concerned about the problem, and number two, want to do something about it? And so Tony and I are both aware of the problem. Tony, as everybody knows, has done a lot to do something about it, but the question is, how do we take it to the next step? So my feeling is we create a platform and we galvanize people across Canada to understand why it's necessary to have testing done. There you go.
Okay, so you heard Robin, and I'll tell you my overall view on it. It's not that that it should not be tested, or that people should not fight to raise awareness and ban this nasty substance. No, I'm completely on the same page with him. But I have, with my background experience and working in Canada for so many years, I have a different outlook towards it. First of all, and this is a very touchy and controversial issue, but I'm known to speak my mind, even if it upsets some people. There are a whole lot of people out there that are convinced in some way that glyphosate is bad. There are millions around, but they still constitute a very small percentage of the total population. And there are 50, 60, 100 guys who have made a very cushy career out of bad-mouthing Monsanto. They get paid a lot, they write a book, a lot of people buy it, and they get invited here and there. And they have, they have all sorts of nasty things to say, how Monsanto has screwed everybody and all that. All that may be fine. The issue is, these people have made a career out of bad-mouthing Monsanto. They have not solved the problem. If you talk about glyphosate, if you see the statistics, its use is continuously rising year upon year upon year, despite all these divas and gurus that are talking all sorts of things. So if you think that these people who pass sermons of how bad glyphosate is a solution, no, it's not a solution. According to me, these people are the flip side of the same coin. One group makes money out of poisoning you, another group make money out of telling how bad the first group is. Nothing changes. Now, you may not like my saying so, but that's my opinion. That's one of the reasons I don't take anybody's money. I don't ask for anybody's money. I don't want your penny. Whatever I do it within my own capacity, and I'm not passing sermons. But anyway, it's not about me, and it's not about all these divas and gurus. It's about what he's trying to say. Oh.
So, well, just to follow up on what Tony's saying is that we're not arguing and we're not trying to create a fight here.
No.
Tony obviously has a very strong opinion of the problem. He's been in this business of banning glyphosate for a long time for his own personal reasons, and he genuinely wants to see a better society and wants to see the problem solved. And the problem is glyphosate in our food, in our environment, and in our bodies. Now, nonprofits are supposed to be there to do the work that government is not doing, and to do the work to create a better society. Part of the problem is that nonprofits and philanthropy groups have been hijacked, and I think that that's a good way to put it, hijacked to support the problem, financially support the problem in create an appearance that it's trying to create a solution. So one of the things that I thought would be a way to go was to create a nonprofit that would go ahead and work towards creating a real solution. And so that is the dichotomy that we see happening here, is that you have someone like Tony who's been in this for a long time and who sees the genuine problems with those that create this platform and make a living out of doing it without getting real solutions. So I think that although Tony and I may differ on opinions here, what we're trying to do is come together and find a real solution. Because we just had a court case in Canada where somebody themselves took this to the courts, and it just continues.
Took
Health Canada to court, and it just continues. No solution, it just continued. Someone put a lot of effort and money and time into this, and it still continues. So what's the solution?
Yeah, I don't know what's the solution without people getting involved. I think most of us understand that democracy has been hijacked in most Western countries. Corporate interest trump public interest, and money plays the main catalytic role here. If you have $20 billion to spend to ban glyphosate, probably you will succeed in doing that, unless the opposition can raise $25 billion to kill you. But if money is, here is the thing, it's because of this huge financial clout of these corporations that essentially poison the entire planet. Glyphosate is a biocide, that means basically poison, that is killing the entire planet and not just Canada, is supported by a hugely organized, lawyer-infested corporation that works with the government at the topmost government level everywhere. I mean, just imagine Shiv Chopra, one of the chief scientists of the government of Canada, when he tried to stop the bovine growth hormone, which is a genetically modified stuff to force cows to produce more milk, but in the process the milk is essentially contaminated and the cows get sick, and this safety is not proven. When he demanded that these safety tests be given to him, they did not give him the safety test. They went over him to the Prime Minister and got him fired. This is what happens across the planet. So my point is, if money is to be raised from the public to fight this menace, then we have already lost the war, because the opponents have way more money than us and opponents can way outspend you. So clearly the solution needs to be something that the money cannot buy. It's a very long and complicated subject, but I'll leave it there.
Well, let's leave it here and we'll see where this goes.
All right.
We're still friends.